actually my life. This is not something I would just push to the side and put in a closet. This is actually life situation. So it became my life, and my dressing changed. I decided not to be afraid to dress up as an African. Anywhere I go, you know, if they have thousands of people in the hall and they all wearing suits and shirts, and I would wear my African outfit. And I'll be comfortable in it. They might be looking at me like, why is he dressed like that? I'm comfortable the way I'm dressed. All that became my building blocks, and helped me to create my own personality. So I started to grow in the knowledge, you know, by asking questions from elders, right? And that's been helping me till now. So I started to also think on my own about the words in Yoruba, breaking them down. And for 10 years I did that on Facebook, breaking words down for people, you know. And a lot of people contributed as well. They were interested. And then I know I must have inspired a lot of people also to start their own class elsewhere.
That's right.
So there's Yoruba happening in England, in UK, Yoruba happening in South America, Yoruba happening everywhere. And in Nigeria also, the awareness is now really,
exactly.
The urbans are involved, the kings are involved, you know, all the cultural people are involved. They're doing more of the festivals. They're making it, they're going about and creating awareness. So I like what is happening, and we should not relent. We should just keep on doing that.
Yeah.
The best way for an American to learn Yoruba is to look at Yoruba from the musical angle and look at the tonality and use that to establish a kind of syntax to help them to understand what is going on inside of the words.
Because Yoruba is a tonal language.
It's a tonal language. And then use the talking drum as an inroad, because it's got 3 tones. Do, mi, so. So, mi, do. When the talking drum starts to talk, it's using whole tone. Do, mi, so, mi, do. I explained that. For the parents, they need to be speaking Yoruba to their children and encourage them to respond back to them in Yoruba. It's going to be funny, but guess what? They will learn something.
They will learn something.
Right, they will learn something. I see a great vision in learning Yoruba. I see clarity. I see problems being solved. I see that when they understand the proverbs and then the reason why Yorubas do certain things certain way, people will not rush to judgments or jump to conclusion really quickly. They will think about it. They will think about it before responding. That's where Iwa Pele comes in. Iwa Omoluabi, being a good child, a good person, comes in. A bad person will do things irrationally. A good person will be thoughtful before taking action. So, and then a good person will also think about consequences if the action is taken. I feel blessed that I'm placed in this position to be able to express all these ideas. And I thank everyone who have been supporting me since I relocated to Detroit, Michigan. And I'm also very happy that I impacted a lot of people in drawing, painting, animation, cartoon, and other areas, mural painting, sculpting, all kinds of stuff. Giving them ideas and then helping them into high school, into college, getting into the industry, you know. So I feel blessed, and I feel that people should continue to be example like what I'm doing. They should also encourage others. So each one teach one. So I love to do this because it's my passion. And I love to encourage children to do the same as they are growing. And also copying good examples. Do at least 3 drawings a day. That's how I encourage them. With Yoruba, it will be the same thing. Speak it, say it. Even if the accent is not there, just say it for now. And then you start correcting yourself with the accent later. To be able to speak Yoruba, you have to speak it every day. And then it will come when you start to interact with people subconsciously.
Yeah.
Odugbe.